Hello student. Today I am going to explain you addition of integers. This is the second video of chapter 4 integers. Now see the rules for addition of integers. Rule number 1 is if two positive integers or two negative integers are added, we add their values regardless of their signs and give the sum their common sign. Means if positive integer is added to the positive integer, then we will find the sum and give the sum as the positive sign. And when the negative integer is added to a negative integer, then first you add both and then give the common sign as the negative sign. Here you can see the example, add plus 37 and plus 19. When you will add plus 37 and 19, you will get as 56. So the sign of this sum is positive here. But when the negative integer minus 31 is added to a negative integer minus 25, then again you have to find the sum of both, that is 56. But the sign of both this is the sum is minus. So minus 56 is the sum of both the negative integers here. Rule number 2 is to add a positive and a negative integer, we find the difference between their numerical values regardless of their sign and give the sign of the integer with the greater value to it. See from the example, add minus 36 plus 19. When a negative integer is added to a positive integer, then you will find the difference of both. Means 19 should be subtracted from 36 and the difference is 17. And give the sign of the greater integer here. So the greater number is here 36. So the minus sign should be there with the answer here. So minus 17 is the answer. Next is add minus 236 plus 573. When both these integers are added, one is here negative, one is positive. So you have to subtract the smaller from the greater. The difference is 337. And the sign of the greater number is positive. So here the sign of that sum is 337 is the answer. Sign is here positive. Now see the properties of addition on integers. The first property is the closure property of addition. The sum of two integers is always an integer. That means when the two integers are added, then whatever the sum, that must be an integer. See the example, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. 3 and 5 both are integers and their sum is 8. So 8 is also an integer. You can see the another example as minus 3 is added to minus 9 and the sum is here minus 12. So minus 3 and minus 9 both are integers. So minus 12 is the sum and that is also an integer. See the second property is here commutative law of addition. If a and b are any two integers, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. Means if the order of the addend is interchange also, then also the sum of remains the same here. See the example here, minus 3 is added to 8. Here one is negative, one is positive. Means you have to find the difference. Difference is here 5 and the sign of the greater number is positive. So 5 is here the sum. And when it is interchange, the order is interchange, means 8 is added to minus 3, then also the sum is 5. That means the addend are here interchange, but the sum always remains the same here. Next property is associative law of addition. If a, b, c are any three integers, then a plus b within the bracket plus c is equal to a plus and then b plus c is within the bracket. Now you can apply, or you can take any of the three integers or take the value of a, b, c with any of the integer. You will get the LHS is equal to RHS. See one of the example here. The three integers are taken as -5, -7 and 3. So first in LHS, a plus b is within the bracket. So -5 plus -7 both are negative. When they are added, the sum is -12, and when -12 is added to +3, one is negative, one is positive. Then you have to find the difference. Difference is here 9, and the greater number sign is minus. So -9 is here the LHS, the value of LHS. And in the RHS, first you have to add b and c together. Means -7 and +3 is added together. One is negative, one is positive. When both are here added, you have to find the difference. Difference is here 4, and the sign of the greater is minus. So then -5 is added to -4. Both are here negative. That means you have to add both and give the common sign, that is minus sign. So -9 is the RHS also. Means the LHS is equal to the RHS here. The next rule is, if a is any integer, then a plus 0 is equal to a, and 0 plus a is equal to a. Means when you add 0 to any of the integers, then the sum is always that integer. That's why 0 is also called the additive identity. You can see here the example, 8 plus 0 is equal to 8, or -3 plus 0 is equal to -3. Next property is, the sum of an integer and its opposite is 0. The opposite of any integer is called its additive inverse. Means if a is an integer, then its additive inverse is -a. And when both are added, then the sum is always 0. So a and -a are called opposites or negatives or additive inverse of each other. Now see the questions of exercise 4b. First question is here. Use the number line and add the following integers. The first one is 9 plus -6. So when you remove the bracket, plus into minus is minus here. So 9 minus 6. And when you subtract both, you will get as 3. But on number line, first you have to move from 0 to 9. As I have represented this question on the number line. So first you have to move from 0 to directly to 9. Now -6 is here. That means you have to move 6 numbers to the left direction. Means from here you count the 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means you will reaches to 3. So from 9 you have to move to the left. If minus is there, that means you have to move to the left. If plus is there, then you have to move to the right. So that means you will reaches to 3. So 3 should be the answer here. And in number line also you will get the answer as 3. Next question you can see here, -2 is added to -8. So when you remove the bracket, that is -2 and plus into minus is -8. And both are negative. So you will get the sum as -10. On the number line, first you have to move from 0 to -2. As here it is represented from 0 to -2. Directly you should move. And then how many places you have to move? 8 numbers you have to move. And because minus sign is there in between, so you have to move to the left direction. So left direction you should count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you will reaches to -10. So directly you can move to -10, and this is the answer here. So -10 is here the answer. Next is here you can see, here it is given 3 integers. 5 is added to -2 and that is added to -6. So when you remove the bracket, 5 minus 2 and then -6. So when you see the two integers are here negative, so add these two and give the common sign. -2 minus 6 is -8. And then 5 minus 8. One is positive, one is negative. Means you have to subtract and give the sign of the greater number. So the difference is here 3 and the sign of the greater is minus. So -3 should be the answer. Now on the number line, see that how to represent this. So the first number is here 5. So from 0 to 5 you should move in the right direction, and then minus 2. Minus 2 means two numbers you have to move to the left direction. Means 1 and 2. You should move first and reaches to 3, and then minus 6 means again you have to move 6 numbers, 6 integers in the left direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means you have to move and reaches to minus 3. So minus 3 is here the answer on the number line also, and in the calculation also you are getting minus 3 as the answer here. Next question is question number 5. Find the sum of 137 and minus 354. So when you add both these integers, then you know that first you remove the bracket, plus into minus is minus. One is here positive, one is negative. So you have to subtract and give the sign of the greater number. So when you subtract 137 from 354, you will get as 217, and the sign is here, the greater number sign is minus. So minus 217 is the answer. Then 10 number of question number 5 is you have to add these four integers. Minus 51, minus 203, 36 and minus 28. When you add all these four integers, you can see the three integers are having negative sign. So keep these three integers together, and after adding these three you will get as 282, and give the common sign as minus sign, and then plus 36. So one is negative, one is positive. That means you have to subtract now and give the sign of the greater one. So the answer is minus 246. Next question is question number 9. You have to simplify minus 7 plus minus 9 plus 12 plus minus 16. Now again here the three integers are having negative sign. So keep these integers together, minus 7, minus 9 and minus 16. So you have to add these three together, and the sum is here 32, but having the common sign as minus 32. And then one positive integer is plus 12. When one is negative, one is positive, you have to subtract. After finding the difference, you will get 20 and give the sign of the greater one, that is negative sign. So minus 20 is here the answer. Next question is question number 10. A car traveled 60 km to the north of Patna and then 90 km to the south from there. How far from Patna was the car finally? So you can see here the direction north, south, east and west. So if you take point A represent Patna, then first the car travels to the north direction 60 km. So it will reaches to point B. Now from point B it will travel to the south direction 90 km and reaches to C point. That means first 60 km to the north and then 90 km to the south. So north is taken as the positive direction and south is taken as the negative direction here. So in the solution, plus 60 minus 90 is equal to minus 30. So hence the car is 30 km far from Patna and in south direction, because negative sign represent here the south direction. Next question is question number 11. A man bought some pencils for rupees 30 and some pens for rupees 90. The next day he again bought some pencils for rupees 25, and then he sold all the pencils for rupees 20 and all the pens for rupees 70. So what was his net gain or loss? So solution is here. The cost price of all the pens and pencils is here rupees 30 plus rupees 90, and the next day it is rupees 25. So after adding all these three, the cost price is here rupees 145. But the selling price of all the pens and pencils is here rupees 20 plus rupees 70. That means the selling price is here rupees 90. So the selling price is here less than the cost price. That means there is a loss. So loss is equal to, so his net loss is equal to rupees 145 minus 90. So the answer is here rupees 50. So his net loss is rupees 50. Now in exercise 4b, the questions which you have to do is here tick marked. In question number 1, 1, 5, 6 and 8 number you have to do. Then in question number 3, 1 and 4. In question number 4, 2 and 3. In question number 5, you have to do 1, 4, 5, 8 and 10 number. Then you have to do all the questions of question number 6. Find the additive inverse of, means additive inverse is the opposite of these integers. Next you have to do question number 9. In question number 9, 1 and 2. Then in question number 10, you have to do question number 10 and question number 11.